Hey everybody, what's up? And welcome back to Bravo Bassin. And I am here to finally say that I finally got the fishing room totally done. It was a labor of love, it was a lot of work, but we finally got it finished. You guys saw a little bit of preview when I did the Monster Bass unboxing. I filmed it by this wall right here. But now I'm going to take you guys through and kind of show you the whole room and kind of show you how it's set up so you can see all the hard work we did. My wife and I did all this ourselves. The only thing we didn't do is actually build the building. That was a prefab building that we had done and brought here and put in place. And then we had the electrical professionally done because I don't do electrical. But everything else we did. We built this wall in here. We did all the insulation, all the wall work, all the floor work. I mean, everything we did other than the electrical and the actual building. So it was a lot of work. We ended up getting COVID during this time. So it kind of put a damper on things and put us behind. And we ended up like totally finishing this whole building in about 6 days, which was a lot of work, but we got it done. So I just kind of wanted to show you guys around. So behind me, you can see I got my fish mounted up here. I got my nice Virginia State Citation largemouth that I caught, my 2 big crappies, and then I got my little spotted bass over here that I caught many years ago when I was little. And then I got a work table right here. And then over here on this side, which I'm going to show you guys, is where I got my bait wall and all my other stuff over there. But it really came out good. We stained all the beams. Well, my wife stained all the beams and stuff, and we did a whole bunch of stuff. And even in the process that we actually got married as well. So, that's why I say wife now, because I did get married. So pretty excited about that too. That was a great time. But let's take you guys through and kind of show you what I got. So let's move the camera over here so you guys can see this side, and I'll move it over to the side so you can see the other side. Alright everybody, so as you guys can see, this is the one side of the room. This is the side where I'm usually shooting my videos. That's why I have this nice wall with all the fish up for a nice display, so it gives a nice backdrop for you guys to see. And I've got a nice window so I can look out and see my front yard and see who's coming down my driveway because we're way out in the country. For those of you who don't know, I moved to Farmville, so I'm down in Farmville, Virginia now. So I'm really close to Briary Creek, and I'm really close to Sandy Reservoir. And I will be fishing those guys, and you guys are going to see a bunch of videos coming up on both of those bodies of water and the Appomattox River as well. So I'm excited about that. Can't wait to get back out and do some fishing because I've been doing wedding stuff and doing this building stuff. So I haven't had a whole lot of time to fish. But this is the one side. This is where I do most of my talking, chatting stuff. And then I have a nice workbench over here that I can do projects on or work on guitars and stuff like that because I do play music as well. Got all my tools right here. My little lighting stand right here is running for the lights and everything. And then I've got another cabinet right here that's got a bunch of gun stuff in it because this is kind of like fishing / workshop / gun room type thing. And I've got my board up here that has like, I usually when I catch a really big bass, I have them all listed up there. Like this year, my biggest fish so far is 9 pounds, and I caught it on 2/12/22. So February 12th is when I caught that fish, and the day before I caught the day before was a 4 pound. No, that was on the 9th. I caught a 4 pounder, and on that day, I actually caught a 5 pounder and a 9 pounder on the same day. So I have it all listed up there. I try to keep track of that. So this is this side of the room, and this is kind of where I film and everything and do my filming for you guys. And now we're going to show you guys the other side of the room. Alright everybody, we are on the other side of the room. So this is my bait wall. Obviously, this is where I got all my tackle on it and stuff. I've got my bait wall here, terminal tackle here, rods here. I've got my kayak fishing stuff here. I've got my fish finder, my charger for my battery, some tools in there. My box that I take with me that I give away free baits on, all my tackle stuff is right here. You guys know I'm sponsored by Enigma, so that's all my Enigma rods and reels and stuff, but I still have a few of my old reels that I had before I got sponsored that I was fishing over there as well. Let's go through the bait wall. We'll go through that. So you guys know I'm a big Z-Man fan, huge Z-Man fan. So this is where my Z-Man stuff starts, and this is all my go-to baits. That's what's on this wall. This is the stuff I fish every day, and that's in my boxes. So I've got my Z-Man stuff. You guys can check it out. I've got the Slim Swim. I've got Diesel Minnows. I've got Minnow Z's, Finesse Shads, Hog Z's, Trick Shots, Hula Sticks, Baby Goats, Hella Crawls. I've got Z-Man Crawls. I've got the Frog Z's, all that stuff. And then as you move down, I get into the Guggen bait stuff. I know you guys aren't huge fans of the Guggen baits. At least some people aren't fans of the Guggens. But I like some of their baits. Not all of their stuff, but I like some of the stuff. And I have a whole box full of their mini bangers. I highly suggest you try them because those little meeting bagger crankbaits are freaking the bomb, and I love them. Catch a lot of fish on them. Anyway, I've got the saucy swimmers, bandito bugs in both sizes. I got the big ones and the small ones. And then I've got saucy swimmers, like I said. I've got the dragon drops. I've got crack and crawls. I've got the slim shake. I've got a couple trench hogs. I have not caught anything in the trench hogs yet. I've tried them a couple times, but nothing. Hopefully I'll get something on there. And then I got flukes down the bottom. And then I've got crappie baits coming up the side right there. All my crappie bait stuff, because you guys know my panfish stuff. I like to fish for those too. And then over here, as you get over here, I've got my Mr. Twister crappie baits down here. I've got Nico Baits Helgramites. If you guys haven't tried these and you want a good Helgramite, Nico Baits makes the best Helgramites. Highly recommend them. They're awesome and last forever. They're like a Z-Man product. And then I got my Slam Shady stuff up here. Salt Strong is a great company. They make a bunch of saltwater stuff, but it actually works for freshwater fish as well. So the Slam Shady swim bait and the Slam Shady fluke, I love to fish for bass. They work great. And then here's a bunch of soft plastic that I get in my monster bass tackle boxes, and those are the ones that I use. I always keep those. Also, of course, you got to have Senkos. Then I've got some Kitech swim baits, some Zoom swim bait stuff. Then I've got my MEP spinners. And if you guys don't have some of these in silver and gold in your tackle box, you are doing it wrong, because these are great baits, and the pros still use them as well. They've been around forever. Up here is crankbaits, from the square bills to deep divers to jerk baits to my topwater stuff, poppers, walking baits, frogs, all that stuff. And then I get into my blade bait stuff, which you guys know I fish a lot of blade bait stuff, lipless cranks, and then over here is my spinner baits and buzz baits and chatter baits right there. Terminal tackle here, it's mostly Z-Man stuff. I can say that. There's a few other odd things, but it's pretty much mostly Z-Man stuff that I'm throwing, except for like the worm hooks and stuff. I get most of my worm hooks through my Monster Bass box and just throw them over here, and it's a bunch of Daiichi stuff and things like that. So I have that stuff. And then I use twist locks for a lot of my swim baits. These are owner twist locks right here. Love these things. They're great. I highly recommend those as well. I need to get a few more of those. Fishing line, I use 8 pound, 10 pound, and 14 pound mono. I have some 12 too that I'll use every now and then. And then on the fluoro side of it, I've got 8 and 10 pound test fluoro. I used to use that straight on my rods, but now I fish braid. I use Power Pro braid, if you guys are wondering. It's Power Pro 20 pound braid is what I use, and I use that to an 8 or 10 pound leader. And I actually use mono. The guys from Salt Strong did a bunch of tests, and it turns out that mono is more abrasive resistant than fluoro is, contrary to what people think. So I used to use fluoro, but now I use mono, and I haven't had any problems, and it works great. And so, and that I have, Power Pro is on all my braided lines. I mean, not all my braided lines. The Power Pro braid is on all my spinning gear, but I basically just run straight mono on all my casting gear. Sometimes I'll put fluoro on my cranking ones, but most of the time I just put all mono on, because I never know what rods I want to take, and I want to be able to fish topwater or down in the column. So I've kind of just gone back to mono for my casting stuff, my bait casting stuff. And then, like I said, all my rods and everything here and all my stuff is here. And that's it, guys. That's it. This is the fishing room. This is the fishing studio, whatever you want to call it. And it really came out really good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing it. Hope this gives you guys some ideas for what you want to do. And if you guys are wondering what's behind the big Star Wars Darth Vader head that blocks the doorway, on the other side of here is actually my music studio. And if you guys want to check out what I do there, I have a YouTube channel called Rock Talk 101. I'm on Instagram as Rock Talk 101, and I'm on Facebook as Rock Talk 101 as well. If you guys are interested in music, it would be great if some of you guys went over there and subscribed to that channel as well, because it would help me out. But yeah, that's a whole recording studio and practice space for my band. So that's what's on the other side of that, if you were wondering. And that's it. That's all I got for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed the little tour. Hope you guys have been having a good summer fishing. Just do yourself a favor. Get out there, get your lines wet, and catch some fish. And we'll see you guys on the next one.